How wrong I was. And how I immediately loved the space that the Pathfinder gave us. Instead of cramped up and squashed in, we were spread out. Space, I realized, actually equals luxury. It was lucky because this was the week I was tasked by my husband to buy plants for our backyard. We've embarked on a garden reno, so I needed a large car to ship the plants around. Here's what I thought of the Nissan Pathfinder Ti V6, which is top of the range in the AWD petrol version. How did it drive? It was smooth, quiet and easy. The V6 has power and you can feel it, which made me feel quite strong on the road. Coupled with the height and the size of the car, and I felt quite formidable. This was a car I could drive the kids around in and feel seriously safe and secure while doing it. Don't underestimate that feeling. For me, that was one of the things I loved most. It steamed up the hill near my house where I test all cars on without taking a breath, and wasn't slow off the mark either. Heavy? Yes, slightly, but I even liked the heaviness. It added to the rock-solid feeling. The only time it was stiff was when I tried to squeeze into a parallel park and turning the steering wheel all the way got a bit tough. Same when I had to do a tight three-point turn. You do also feel the size if you are trying to squeeze into a small park, as it is a big car. But it does give you 7 seats, so there's that. How safe is it? It has all the fancy modern stuff you're expecting. The reverse parking camera, the front and back parking sensors, it even beeped if I got too close to the car in front of me, and of course has auto emergency braking, which means it brakes if you're cruising along in traffic and get distracted. There are blind spot warning lights, front, side and side curtain airbags which extend all the way to the back row, plus a total of 4 tether points and 2 ISOFIX points. It gets a 5-star ANCAP rating. How easy is to use every day. I found it extremely practical. The 2 seats in the 3rd row pull up easily. There is no struggling, sweating or swearing when you're moving the middle row forward to get into the back row. And there are cup holders galore, with 2 in the front, 4 in the 2nd row and 4 in the 3rd row. Holy guacamole, that's 10 cup holders. Plus there are 6 bottle holders. Let there never be arguments between the children again as to whose cup holder is whose. Also way down in the back 2nd and 3rd rows are air vents, and they're not those weak vents either. You can feel the air strongly, important if you've been lumped in the back. The car actually has tri-climate control, so you can have 3 different temperatures going if you like. Then there's a huge sunroof which is purposely placed down the back half of the car and brings much loved natural light to the 3rd row. I'm obsessed with automatically opening boots, because who else here has been holding the children, shopping bags, toys, possibly a scooter and dragging a blanket, then had to struggle to put everything down and open the boot? Yes, that would be me. This week it was actually plants I was carrying, but with this car, as long as you have your keys out, you can hold the button down and hey presto, the boot lifts easily. Thank you, inventors of snazzy car features. It's got a swanky 2-leveled front center storage bin, and storage envelopes on the back of the front seat. All in all, I would say this is a very easy and practical car to use. How spacious is it? It's a big step to get up, and my mother actually complained about it, but if you're okay with that, then get ready to step into space. It's positively breezy, with a ton of room in the front seats, loads of legroom, lots of space between the passenger and the driver, and everything is laid out beautifully. In the 2nd row, my daughters, 4 and 6, literally thought it was a playground, and they were swinging around in all the space they had. Cute party in the back seat. And in the 3rd row, I climbed in and sat for quite a while, quite comfortably. At 5 inches 4 I'm not exactly tall, but just don't go putting a giant back there. It was decent enough space and the second row seats do move forward so you can find the right amount of space for all rows. And the boot. Oh, the boot. With the third row down there is a whopping 1354 liters. With the second row down, in case you need to transport, gosh, maybe a bed? It grows to 2260 liters. Even with all seats up there is still space enough to lay a suitcase on its side in the back, or load up with groceries or school bags. What's the tech like? It works. Is that a letdown? Yes, I would say it is. Look, there's nothing technically wrong with the multimedia screen, I mean, it's 8 inches. It has a decent enough sat-nav and I was able to sync my phone easily, but there is no Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or even a digital radio which you would expect at this price. However, sound the trumpets here, there are the 2 screens on the back of the front seats for the passengers in the second row. Winning. My girls thought it was just amazing, and even though the only DVD I could find was an old David Attenborough Animals documentary, they loved it. Yes, there were other outlets to play different types of things, but I am always going to tell them we must only watch animals in the car. No Disney movies. It also comes with 2 sets of Bluetooth headphones, which also meant I could play my own music up front while they listened to the movie. Alone time. Get it while you can. How does it look? The interior feels looks, and as soon as you step in you can tell you're in a top-of-the-range car. Leather accented seats feel great, the shiny center console is stylish, and everything inside has been well thought out. I did think the leather steering wheel felt a bit hard, as did the top dash, but all round there is a fair bit of swag going on. The seat remembering and moving into position, and the steering wheel too, certainly helps. On the outside, the Pathfinder isn't going to win Best Dressed at the Oscars, but it won't be on the Worst Dressed list either. It's a solid-looking vehicle. But look, it's big. It's like your friend that will always stand in front of you in a fight cause they've got size on their side. Does it matter what they're wearing? Not really. And it has a brand new front for 2017, so it looks modern, curvaceous, and does the job. How much fuel does it use? Nissan claims 10.1 L/100 kilometers on the combined cycle, which is more than a 5-seater, but you would expect that with a V6 AWD. What does it cost to own? What is the warranty offered? The car I drove has a list price of $66,190, before on-road costs. Nissan covers the Pathfinder with a 3-year/100,000 kilometers warranty with roadside assist for the duration. Service intervals for the petrol are every 12 months or 10,000 kilometers. Over the first 5 years you'll realistically be paying around $360 per year for servicing if you do the average 15,000 kilometers.
Subaru has been mum about the rear-drive BRZ Sports Coupe getting a full Subaru Technica International STI model, but they are improving the Sports Coupe with new body rigidity and will bring out a new 2018 BRZ STI in Japan this fall. Subaru Japan issued a press release saying the new 2018 BRZ gets new body reinforcements that increase the rigidity of the sports coupe for improved handling. We are wondering if it's getting ready for a power increase beyond the 5 horsepower and 5 pounds-ft of torque bump it received for the 2017 Mai. The 2017 US spec model also got the BRZ Performance Package upgrade that included the Brembo calipers and larger rotors on both front and rear brakes for better stopping power. The package included Sachs Performance shock absorbers on all 4 quarters for improved ride and karting stability, and special 17-inch x 7.5-inch black aluminum alloy wheels. Subaru of America and Canada is getting the new limited edition 2018 BRZ TS Sports Coupe with revised suspension, new rear wing, exterior upgrades, new 18-inch lightweight STI wheels and Brembo brakes to round out the BRZ TS Performance Package. But no power upgrades for this model either. The 500 examples will arrive sometime in early 2018 as Subaru celebrates 50 years in the US. We aren't sure what the new Japan spec BRZ XSTI model will be, but it could be very similar to the BRZ-TS North American model. Subaru says the new 2018 BRZ XSTI model is arriving this fall. Don't be surprised if it doesn't get any engine upgrades and keeps the same 2.0-liter 205 horsepower boxer with a few more STI enhancements on the outside and inside. Stay tuned.